Hi everyone, this is Bhavana here. So today I'll be explaining, doing the presentation related to hotel aggregator analysis. So the main aim of the project is to analyze the hotel aggregation data using Tableau. So in this particular project, we will be analyzing the data and also doing the visualizations as per the requirements related to the internship. And coming to the project introduction, as part of this analysis, the main intention is to understand the hotel aggregation listings and also to explore multiple features and the options related to different features which is available in the data set. Also performing all the Tableau analysis for 5 different use cases, which I'll be showing in the next presentation. Coming to the 5 scenarios which we will be exploring as part of this analysis is first one is geographical insights, pricing and availability analysis, host performance, review scores and guest satisfaction, and the fifth one is property type and room analysis. So in detail explanation I'll be doing in next slides. So as part of geographical insights, the first map which has been created is color-coded distribution of listings by neighborhood. Each listing's popularity can be inferred from the size of the markers, which can be corresponding to the number of reviews. So the main size of the number of reviews can be identified to understand how the listings are distributed. So the second scenario is creation of the map with the markers colored according to superhost status and sized according to the number of listings each host is responsible for. So in this scenario, we have the filtering based on host as a superhost or not, and also the color distribution will reflect whether the host is superhost or not, and also the size of the circles represents number of reviews. The second method is on pricing and availability analysis. So in the pricing and availability analysis, the first scenario where 3 bar graphs has been created. The first bar graph shows average price based on property type. The second one is based on room type, and the third one is based on accommodation capacity. So as per the graphs, what we can say is so there are particular property types which are having more number of average price values. Similarly, for the room type, the entire home or apartment is showing major significance of pricing, and also accommodation capacity. The accommodates with the number of 14 values are having more number of pricing trends than compared to other places. And coming to the next step, this line graph represents average number of listings available over time for various time period. So the availability fields of 30, 60, 90 and 365 days has been considered in representing this fields along with the interpretation of number of listings. So the graph shows significance similar interpretation for all the 4 variables. The third scenario is on the host performance. So in this case, the first analysis is based on superhost status, where the bar graph displaying the number of superhosts in comparison to non-superhost. And the second analysis is mainly on response time analysis. This bar graph illustrates the number of hosts arranged according to how quickly they are responding. And the third one represents the number of hosts arranged according to how they were verified. And coming to host performance, more analysis with respect to correlation between variables with respect to performance and the superhost response time. There are 3 different cases which has been considered: performance versus superhost status, So in this case, a bar graph comparing the quantity and the average reviews of superhost and non-superhost. And the second bar graph represents number of reviews sorted by host response time as well as average review scores. And the third graph represents the third graph is based on verification methods versus performance. A bar graph that displays the number of review group by host verification methods as well as the average review scores. The fourth use case what we are trying to explore is on the review scores and guest satisfaction. So in this particular slide we have two graphs. One is on the bar chart and the line graph. The bar chart represents the number of reviews is affected by overall review score, and the second one is mainly on the popularity of the review category by total quantity of reviews. The second scenario where the major concentration is to show the potential improvement of areas which are indicated by the bar chart that shows which review categories have lower scores. So in this case, the pictorial, the color code which represents how the review score are varying according to the requirements and also on the guest satisfaction. And the fifth use case is mainly on property type and room analysis, where this particular bar graph represents the distribution of property types and room types, and also the listing IDs count, which we can see here, entire home and apartment and private rooms. So the distribution is shown as per the requirement. And the next exploration is on trends in the popularity of specific accommodation types. So in this example where entire home or apartment, entire rental or unit, where the major concentration of a blue section represents the number of reviews, number of concentration is more than compared to the green section, so which can be identified in this particular section. So thank you so much for helping me to present this presentation, and I'm uploading all my resources and the presentation and the GitHub. Thank you.